We haven't done an unboxing for a while. So we got a watch and we're gonna do it right here, right now. By the way, guys, welcome back and thank you for watching. You know it is quality when it doesn't come with a bit of bubble wrap. Oh, by the way, that came by FedEx. Thump. I said to you all while he was running last year, I said I was going to buy the watch when he first released his first batch. But here's a bit of revelation. Impulse bought the Trump watch.
Trump watch?
Trump released watches.
No way.
And I did, and it's finally arrived. Whilst the purchasing experience was super easy, in terms of follow-ups, even automatic generated updates of when you'll be getting the watch and so forth, was nowhere to be seen. I think it was after a good while, a month after the purchase, without hearing anything, I reached out to them. They said, yes, we're gonna, it's all coming and we're gonna give it to you before the holidays. Well, that didn't happen because this arrived 3 days ago, middle of January, about almost a month after Christmas. If you own a Trump watch from his latest iteration of Trump watch, you probably would have gone through exactly the same experience. Oh, what the hell? Okay, so we've got some sort of pamphlets that tells you how to use a watch, how to set the date. Who reads this stuff? Trump card, a warranty card? Nothing prestigious or luxurious about that, but at least it's something. Oh, this is something I've never seen before. When you buy a watch, it comes with links, spare links. Normally, you've got to take the links off to adjust your wrist, but they've thrown in spare links. Okay, cool. I must say, this is pretty nice as a watch case or a watch roll or as a travel pouch. I'm sure it's not real leather, but the finishing, the touching, it's quite luxurious, I must say. It's quite a nice little watch roll. Ta-da! I got the red version. I told you guys all that I was going to get the red version. Because how many of these red divers have you guys seen on the market? I haven't seen anyone. I've seen red bezels. I might have seen red dials, but as a combo together, I thought that was a striking color combination. And can you imagine if Rolex made a red watch like this? Oh my dear Lord, the world will just end. But anyway, overall, 100% I'm confident this is a Chinese-made watch. For the money I paid, I believe was, about just shy, maybe 800-900 Australian dollars. It's quite chunk of change for a Chinese watch, let's face it that way. All right, on the back, okay, we got like a laser etching of him with his fist up, and obviously the 555. You got 555 DT1022 is the model number, I would dare say. Trump, 200 meters, automatic. The bracelet is like the Rolex presidential bracelet had SEX with the Patek Nautilus bracelet, and they created the fact that it's a Trump watch. I want to start laughing at it, but I'm not going to do that because that's just uncouth and unnecessary. Like, you got to respect the player, right? You got to respect the player. Now, with the plastic off, the bracelet is starting to feel a little bit cheap and tinny and flimsy. The case feels very heavy. It's a hefty watch. It's a hefty thickness. This will be, I think, be over 15 mils. It's not an unattractive watch. Strangely enough, like, is it an 800-900 Australian dollar watch? Absolutely not. Take away the branding that is Trump, just looking at what it is. If I went to a shop, a $399 watch will be a good price point. Let's get the bezel action going. It's not a bad bezel action either. Because the way the bezel is sort of contoured into the case, it's a bit harder grip and to rotate. I do like the touches of the date window, how it's framed, like it's silver polished framed. And that's always a nice touch. I hate date windows where it's just the dial and it just falls off into a square. It just feels unfinished and unpolished. No play on the crown, like when you jiggle it. So it's quite a tightly engineered crown action. It's not a screw down. I don't know, I'm a bit perplexed because how do you get 200 meters when you don't have a crown that's a screw down? The way the Trump logo is written, you know, it's just Trump. His signature is on the dial, and I think he has a fantastic signature. That's actually very nice. The hour and minute hands, it's got its unique patterns. It's got the sort of the broadsword appeal to it. You know, there's this little pip on the 12 o'clock, which I'm sure will probably be loomed as well. Yes, it is. So you're gonna have a loom on the bezel as well, which is a nice touch. I always like a bit of loom that you can touch, you know. It's an aluminium bezel, which I've always enjoyed on a dive watch. Like you put the ceramic, yeah, it looks flash, it looks more expensive, but it doesn't have character. It's just too shiny. Is it a bad looking watch? It's not, because the red is striking. But for $1,000, absolutely not. It's a complete rip-off. I would tell you, with packaging and all, this watch will probably be no more than about 50, 60 US dollars cost. Am I glad that I purchased one for me to show? Yeah, absolutely, it's fun. It's like, I bought this watch to celebrate, or rather to mark the times that we're living, right? Trump being elected to president just sort of consolidated the memory of this watch, or the reason for this watch. When he first released the first batch, I was so naive to believe, okay, he's just gonna release this 5, 6 varieties. Or was I wrong? Because, you know, while I was waiting for this watch, every week they were releasing new limited editions and so forth. It quickly became almost gratuitous in the amount of releases they were bringing in. And it was just like, geez, was this always the plan? And even now, he's continuously releasing watches almost every damn week. He's releasing chronographs, he's releasing all these crystal beveled and, you know, diamantes and gold watches, skeletons, you know, like even stone dials. Whoever is managing this process for him, they are clearly either doing a lot of research on the watch market, or they come from the background of watches, who knows what's going on in the marketplace. Because the hottest thing right now is stone dials. All these micro brands are coming with stone dials, major brands are relaunching their stone dials, and that's the flavor of the month. I quickly did a little research prior to me opening the box, and I looked up, you know, what was the company behind it? And the company behind it is something called the World's Best Watches, LLC or something. It's a shell company of sorts. And then I looked up the address where this particular watch was dispatched from. And I quickly went on to Google Earth and discovered it was a DC. And it's from Flexport's warehouse location. What Flexport would have done for them is just simply receive the stock, or even maybe move the stock from China, shipped it into USA, stored it there, and then basically, as the order comes through, the individuals there, pick and packing and dispatch for final mile. I can probably 100% guarantee this is exactly what the scenario is. So that's the Trump watch, our experience with it. Not bad for what it is without considering the price. I still think probably out of all the releases, this is, I think, is the OG and the one to get if you are thinking about getting one of these watches. We might one day give this away to one of our lucky viewers. Thank you for watching.